Well, hello, hello, hello. It is another fine day here. It's snowing outside. Anyway, I have left this monitor and this computer running for several days. And it's all good. So I'm deeming this monitor to be thrilled and happy. I have not yet tried it with a different video cable. Maybe I should do that to make sure that the Commodore video inputs are working. That wasn't what I had in mind, but I just thought of that. I did. Because what I really wanted to do, more so than that, was make some changes to this program after moving the monitor out of the way so you could see it better, and then saving it so I can use it again. But maybe I will try it with a different cable just for a moment and then move on from there. And I believe I have such cable right here. I think. It doesn't have a Commodore logo on it, but it could be. But above all, I do not want to turn this computer off yet. Not that it would take forever and a day to get the program back, and I know I could write it better the second time around. Okay, so here is the other video cable. Now, if by chance this is a 5-pin 64, it is not. It is not. So that should be Jim Dandy. Okay. Now, I like the inputs on the front, but anyway, it wouldn't make any difference here. The inputs on the 1701 and the 1702 for the Commodore video are on the back. But it's so hard to get at these things. Alright, well, I'm going to try. I'm going to flip the switch. I'm going to go by the colors of this cable. And put them in. And having that, this cable is not overly long. Maybe I will turn it this way. Anyway, I know already. That is working. Oh yeah. Ta-da! Yes. Isn't it dandy with its strange colors? It is. So I could write this program differently and better. I could. But I do think I want to save this. I do. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. It's been tortured. And I'm going to plug it. And then I'm going to spin this around ever so gently. Oh, I hate. I'm sure this angle on this monitor is better for the eyes and ergonomics and all that stuff, but I don't like having to do it this way. Anyway, I'm going to unplug these two video cables. Then I'm going to very carefully take this monitor, which is quite heavy, on the floor. Alright, now let's see here. Did I hit the button? I did. Okay. Now I'm going to keep these two cables handy because I'm going to be doing some more monitor testing. So let's set them right there. And this is the cable that goes to this fine monitor right here. And yay, without looking, I got it. And there is my joyous program. Now, the other thing I really kind of need right now is a disk drive. There it is. Come on. Once again, never do this blindly unless you do. And I believe this will give us suitable power. And it will. Alright, so I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. And I think I can do it. This disk is write protected. But this program, I'm going to be daring. I'm going to take that off, and I don't think I can really ever put it back on without it not sticking right, but that means I've got to be extra careful with this disk. And as you can see, some color combinations really are not good. That's better. So I'm going to save monitor test. And it is done. 53281, yay. Hope 532. Oh, it's funny. I said it right, but I didn't do it right. Okay, so there is my mighty program that is not really terribly efficient at much of anything. It is not. Just like it does it, but it could be so much neater and tidier. And now after saving it, it's tempting to pretty much start again. It is tempting. Because really, it could be so much better. Anyway, so what I've done, just in case you've not seen the other one, is in line 3, A equals 1. And then we poke into the screen color and the border color A and A plus 1. Then it does all these inefficient prints that changes the colors. And then down at the bottom it says A equals A plus 1. If A is greater than 16, then A equals 1. Did I really do that? Oh, then go to 5. Okay, so really, the thing, don't fall down, the thing that could be more, like it is changing all the colors and that's all handy and dandy, but it could be much more efficient than this. So you know what, I think, oh, I cannot, that's right, I cannot list that there farther. And I did want to stop that. So, I'm going to make a string equal to a quote and how do I do this now? I think I shift the delete, I think. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quote. And then I'm going to change this line here to print a string and a semicolon. I'm not going to run, I'm not going to see. Well, it's interesting because now I can't see. Yeah, that's beautiful. Aren't those colors grand? I don't think that did what I had in mind at all. How do I do reverse? Oh, it's been so long. There's a simple way, I know it. I want to print the reverse. What is it? I seem to remember there was an off reverse key. Maybe that's on the pet. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to change this to a whole bunch of X's. Because what I thought I was going to do yeah, they're not reversed. They're just X's. Oh, yeah, that's a great color combination there. I'm forgetting. I am forgetting what it was. Anyway, does not matter. Does not matter at this moment. Because, of course, because I'm going to change this program, to use a string on all the lines, it doesn't, because then I can just, when I figure it out, I can fix it in one simple thing. So let's try that for a second. know, in thinking about this, I'm sure there too is a better way that I can have that I don't need all these lines, that I can have this do all this color changing better than this. But so be it. This is the evolution. It should be a much shorter program. See, that's one of the things long ago when I was talking with my first computer teacher about wanting to count something. And he said, oh, you have the computer count it. You don't need to count it. That's what they're there for. And indeed. That's what you do. So I know there's a better way. But as I say, we are evolving. But of course, I have the first version of the program saved. Did we get them all? We did. So now, if we run this, we will get all the X's. And if I want to change, ooh, boy, that's pretty stark. If I want to change A string, I can just change A string. That's it. And of course, what I really wanted to do, I'm going to experiment here. Nope, that did not do it. No, I've done something terrible there. Oh no, I've just added a thing. No. Oh, wait. I see it now. I see it. Reverse on, reverse off. I knew it was a big R. Okay, so now, boy, that's nasty colors. Okay, so now, I knew it was there. So now this should be color bars, yay. So, I don't know how I didn't see that. Wow, that'll zap your head. So, for those, what I was looking for, and I remember there was a key, I'm sure it was on the pet, and it was, anyway, 9 and 0, instead of being colors, are reverse on and reverse off. So there, now A string is equal to a whole line of spaces, which comes out as bars. You know what else I think I should do, even though I can't really see it. I think I did that. Yeah, it's going to clear the screen. So there is kind of what I had in mind, and that is, of course, quite tormenting. Look at that. But it certainly gives you an idea, and it's kind of like, you know, what the well, not exactly like that, but what TV stations and they've got special things they put up to just make sure that the colors are just so. So, what I could do now, I'm going to save monitor test 2. Now I know, I'm going to just, I'm sure this is saved. I'm just going to load the directory for a second. I know that I could make this better in terms of, I know I could do a loop to do the print just once and have that first character that changes the color go through the loop. I know it. But at this moment, I don't remember how. But I know, you know, once again, it's been a long time. Whether those are kind of ironic colors that came up, blue and yellow, considering all the hell that's going on in the world these days. Yes. So what I would like to do, but I'm not going to do it this time, because once again, I don't just remember, is I want to do a loop where it does the one print and it rotates through that and the other colors. And I don't want to, there's no point in having a whole bunch of strings with different names and all that. Let's see. Character string 1. No, that's not it. Aha. There are these character strings. And I bet you there's like 2. Oh. Bet you there's a bunch of them. I think that is the key. I believe. But for the moment, I'm good with that. Because I think what I'm now going to do, I have a bunch of monitors to test. And I like this. But I do want to write it differently and better. And I'm sure somebody or somebody's, lots of people out there are sitting there, you do it like this. I know it's going to be character string stuff, and I know I got to set the loop from whatever that range is. I just don't remember. Character string. What would be a good one? 128. Nothing. 18. Nothing. 99. Aha. Yes, there is a way. I wish there was a way to have it tell me what that character, what those ones are. Nothing. What's 55? Something like 7. So then maybe that would be 8. Alright, I know there's a way. But for the moment, that's good. But really, this program could be way smaller. I will have to look this up. I will figure this out. But at this moment, it does pretty fine at that. So, what I think I'm going to do now, I have tested this monitor. I should still give it a tidying up with a magic eraser, and then I should test more monitors, because I do have a fellow who is interested in some, and indeed I have a considerable number of monitors, and it's reasonable that I start to, yes, I've said this before, start to sell things. Alright. Yeah, that's a nice combination. Anyway, enough for now. I have the program saved, I have the program modified, I have the original version still. Always good to save when you're in the midst of doing things. And I know certainly with some modern and even older word processors, they would automatically do like a save of it, you know, after every, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe you could set it, you didn't even know it was happening, in case there was a disaster. So as you do something, it's not a bad thing to save under a different name. And when you're all done, you can always get rid of the other ones just in case. But, you know, right now, if there was suddenly a power failure, I'm okay. I am. Alright. So onward to more testing. Indeed. And tidying, and sorting, and figuring. And yes, selling. So, there we go. It's funny, you know, there is a program I've seen for the pet, and this is for people who are brave with monitors. If you ever notice that the monitor is like a little off kilter, there was a program that came on some of the pet diagnostics, so you could go in back and tweak the little thing on the CRT. Haha, not doing that. But you could. Not doing it. Anyway, thanks for coming. Keep your stick on the ice, stay safe, pray for peace, and soon you'll be able to wear a mask, not because you have to, but because it's the smart thing and you want to. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.